Let's begin by taking the hands to the waist, tree pose. Take the weight into the right foot. Left foot can be on the ball of the foot, on the floor. Or you could lift up off the floor so you're balancing more. Or the foot could be gently pressing into the calf with your knee out to the side. If your knee or hip didn't like to be out to the side, you could have the knee forward, or you could have the leg straight if the knee was sore. Feel free to hold onto the wall if you need to, or chair. Otherwise, see if you can bring the hands to the waist, or maybe bring the palms together into prayer, and the thumbs are gently resting on the chest, in the center of the chest, the heart center. Engage through the leg muscles of the standing leg. So squeeze your buttocks, lengthen through the crown of the head. Feel free to lower down whenever you need to. If balance wants more challenge, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, keep your gaze to a fixed point. The shoulders are dropped down, the supporting leg gently engaging through the muscles. And release the arms. Bring the knee back to center. Release the foot down. Give a little shake out to the legs. Weight into the left leg. Ball of the foot on the floor with the knee out to the side, or coming to the ankle or to the calf. Straighten through the supporting leg, squeeze through the buttocks. Your foot gently presses into the leg and the leg gently presses into the foot to give that stability. Feel free to hold on to something if you need to. Take your hands to the waist. Draw the elbows back, open up through your chest. Stay as you are, or bring the hands into prayer. Thumbs gently resting at the heart center, at the center of the chest, in alignment with the armpits. Gaze is to a fixed point, or you might have the eyes closed. It doesn't matter where you are. Remembering if that knee isn't happy, out to the side or the hip, come forward, or leg out in front. Awareness of your breath, breath flowing. Smiling. Release the arms, knee to center, release the foot down. Shaking out. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale as you reach the arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale as you release the arms back down. Inhale, reach the arms wide up overhead. Exhale, lower. Once more, inhale, reach. And exhale, lower. So as an alternative to this next one, which is a little tricky, we could be in tree, foot to the floor, foot lifted, or to the calf. Otherwise, you may need a chair here for sure. Otherwise, we're taking our right foot above the left knee, allowing the right knee to open like we would in tree pose. And then from this position, sinking the buttocks down as though you're sitting in an invisible chair, guiding your guiding your shoulders forward and your hips back. So you might be relatively high, that's okay. Otherwise, we're seeing if we can sink down. The more you lean forward, the deeper the stretch you'll feel in the right hip glutes area. If balance allows, see if you can come to the tips of the fingers of what you're holding on to. Or see if you can come into prayer. Remember, tree is an alternative here. If you are sinking back, make sure you're arching through the back. So your stomach's slightly drawn in for support. And then straighten that supporting leg, release the leg, little shake out. So option 1, remember tree, ball of the foot down. Otherwise, lifting the foot above the opposite knee, flexing through the toes, knee out to the side. That might be it. You might be able to bend that supporting leg a little. Otherwise, we're sinking back, guiding our hips back and leaning our chest forward, but trying to keep the back nice and long. Keep your hand on the wall, whatever you're holding on to, or come to the fingertips. See how balance is. If all is good, you can bring your hands into prayer, touching the thumbs at the heart center. Trying to keep the neck in nice alignment. So if I had a ruler from the top of your head down to your spine, that would be straight. Sometimes the chin tucks in a little. Your shoulders are dropped. The breath is flowing. Feeling free to hold on to something if you need to. Breath flowing. Straighten the leg. Release down. And shake out through your legs. Shake out through your arms. Well done. From here, take your legs wide. Again, feel free to use a wall if you want. You can walk down the wall for this one. Otherwise, hands to the waist. Draw the elbows back, open up through the chest. Draw the stomach in, hinge forward from your hips. That might be plenty. You might be able to reach the hands to the thighs. You might be able to reach the hands down to the shins. Make sure your back is nice and long. Your legs are wide. If you had blocks, you could have them underneath your hands here on the floor or holding on to something. And if your hamstrings were more stretchy, you might be able to reach your hands to the floor. But remember, our back is our guide. Our back needs to be nice and long. If it's rounded, it means you need to come up a little. Your leg length between one foot and the other, your leg width, should be about one of your leg lengths. So if you're taller, your legs are wider. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. In and out. Hands to the waist. Bend your knees, rising all the way up. And giving your legs a shake. And giving your arms a shake.